It can often take a major life event that stops us in our tracks before we can reevaluate what our priorities really are, which is exactly what happened here on this farm in Mill Street in County Cork. Just what happened in 2018 to make Conor Sheehan abandon a dairy business he'd spent over 2 decades building up?
2018 started off with a house fire. Somebody came running down that the bedroom was on fire. Holy God, I says, this is simple. Daddy to the rescue. Went down, the bed was on fire. They think it was the charger on the side of the bed.
Phone charger?
A phone charger on the side of the bed.
So that was traumatic.
Everything, shoes, the shirt that you thought you'd fit into, the jeans that you'd kept, that you liked them, that you were going to fit into them next month now when you were going to go on a diet. The whole lot was gone. Everything was gone.
While they waited for the family home to be refurbished, Conor, along with his wife and 3 kids, moved in with his parents. 2 months later, however, things went from bad to worse.
I rang the vet in the morning to come up and vaccinate calves are over here. When I came up to the yard, he said, there's something wrong with you. And I goes, I know there's something wrong with me. I can't see you. And my head was roasting out to the top of my head. This thing wasn't going away, and there was tears coming down my head. I goes, Jesus Christ, Conor, you're going to die here, lad. There's something, this is not, no, I don't get headaches. I said, there's something going to go happen with you now. You've got to do something.
So I rang an ambulance, and I told the ambulance, I'm not there, I don't know. But someone needs to go out to him. And they did. They went out to him, and they obviously saw that there was something very wrong with him and took him into CUH. He was kept overnight, and they suspected a stroke.
But I had nobody to milk the animals at home, nobody to feed the cattle, and I could hear them in my own mind roaring above in Cork. That's all I wanted to do was get home and get them sorted. I wasn't number one, family wasn't even number one, the farm was number one.
This health scare, along with the house fire, made Conor realise things had to change. This meant reducing his workload on his 270-acre farm.
Or something had to go, and it wasn't going to be me.
Yeah.
Do you know, I had everything going for me, but I just had taken on too much.
This was a turning point for the then 43-year-old Conor. With the support of his wife Lavinia, within days, he'd made the decision to sell his 85-cow dairy herd.
It was very difficult. It was very difficult. And one of the things that I stipulated was to sell the tank, the bulk tank. Because without the bulk tank, he couldn't go back again.
There wasn't... You felt that he was always a little bit... He would have always been tempted to say, let's give this another go, if he got rested up and...
Yes, and he'd say, oh, I'll just get 10 and I'll milk 10, or I'll just get 20. I'll just tip away at a few, just a few, because he did love it.
Conor already had a small Wagyu beef enterprise, and with his dairy herd sold and more time on his hands, he now focused on growing this business.
20 years ago, I Googled the most expensive beef in the world, and I couldn't find it in Ireland. So what I had to do was, I had to find where I could get it, and the only place I could get it is embryos from Germany. And I emptied my credit card, I sent them on, and I put those embryos into Aberdeen Angus heifers.
From those embryos, Conor got one fertile bull, which he used to crossbreed on his Aberdeen Angus cows. He continued building up his stock using Wagyu semen. Conor raises his cows on grass for 4 years, which is twice as long as most beef breeds.
So it took me 20 years to get the amount of animals that I have today. So, you know, I have about 100 of these guys, the most expensive beef in the world, running around Mill Street.
Wagyu is a highly prized cattle breed from Japan. Due to its high marbling content, the beef is renowned for its unique melt-in-your-mouth buttery taste. What's a Wagyu animal worth to a Japanese farmer?
He's making 100,000 euros.
On average?
Maybe on average, depending on his name and on the marbling on their animals.
100,000 euros?
Yeah.
For one animal?
Yeah. The Japanese have kept their breeding to themselves. Because we're in Europe, the semen that's available to us is not as efficient in marbling as the Japanese would have.
To enhance the flavour of the meat, there are myths galore about Japanese farmers massaging, singing, and even serving up ice-cold beer to keep their Wagyu cows happy. While this may be a step too far for Conor, his cows do enjoy one indulgence.
I see the cows have their favourite toy in here.
The fantastic scratcher, I call it.
Yeah?
I think every shed should have one, because if you couldn't scratch your ass, you'd be in a bad way. Look at them. They'd be queuing up for that thing. Look at that. That's the fly now. That fly now is going to get knocked off.
Conor sells his premium beef online direct to customers and through his local butcher, Tony O'Brien. To take the edge off a bitterly cold day and give us a taste of Conor's Wagyu, Tony rustled up some burgers and steaks on the barbie.
My steak costs are €25 for a 10, 11-ounce steak, but there's not a lot of steak in any animal.
It doesn't get much better than this. I mean, this is the cut from the animal. These are the ultimate, aren't they?
Yeah, these
the
are
ribeye.
a muscle that's least flexed, so it is the most tender.
Are you making much money out of it?
I'm making money, there's no doubt about it. But I couldn't tell you what I'm going to make next week. You wouldn't want to depend on it. But the farm is very lucky because we don't owe any money anywhere. So if you don't owe a lot of money, you don't have to make an awful lot of money.
Here you go, sir.
Lovely hurling.
Oh, and Conor, I'm sure you know what it tastes like. Here you go, sir. Oh.
Full of flavour, juicy.
It's definitely worth 4 years.
Yeah?
That's it, yeah. I thought I was making money by milking cows morning, noon and night. It's not down to money. I bought a life when I sold the cows out of this farm. And you've only one shot at life. I have a milking pot above there still. I can get a herd of cows if I want them so badly, if I felt I was going to starve next week. I won't starve.